Hello, everyone. It's a mermaid. It's Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Is everybody good? I'll wait a couple of minutes and then I'll get started. All right. Okay. Well, welcome to Tuesday Check-in. I am the mermaid and I am feeling I'm in my full power. And I mean, it's disgusting, but I really I kind of understand why the reprobates that were placed in my life so that I could defeat them, um, were so addicted to my energy. Okay? I have a couple of things to talk about and chat with you guys about. So let's start with one of my new favorite decks, the Crystal Oracle, and see which crystal spirit wants us to be aware of. Yeah! There was a time in history where women were revered. Women were loved. You had a woman's weight in gold in many African countries, yes? Okay, and then they went from weighing us. Oh my goodness, hold on, my forehead's a little bit. They said, my ancestors just said, they went from valuing a woman's weight in gold, and they went from treating you like gold, and then you were sold. And that pattern in African lineages is a curse. Is a curse. But the card that came out, let me grab my little, hold on. Listen, the card that came out, and look it, I'm wearing these are Fulani earrings. They're found all over the African continent, mainly from the east to the west. Look, not silver, but gold, baby, gold. I love mine. Ooh. Stop it. Let me see if I can get it in the gold. Okay? And let's see what it says. The last time I did this, I really enjoyed learning about the amulet agate. Okay? What a shocker. Right when I'm getting ready to read the beautiful music. But it's okay. So gold. This us, because this is for all of us, the collective. So me, I just came out the shower and my face feels wet. I don't like that feeling. Us picking the collective, us picking this card out of, how many is in here? Out of 44 cards. Okay? God never makes a mistake. Okay? This card came out. And also Spirit says that on the periodic table AU, it could have something to do with someone from Australia as well. But let's read what it says. It says value, confidence, self-worth, dinero or money, and wealth. This gold card is a symbolic reflection of your true inner worth. Boop, boop. Let me tell you something. It's true. No one can affect your confidence. Stop it. I'm hearing Cat Williams. but you know what? If you don't see it, then you can't express it. It is, yes, it is confidence of yourself. But if you don't have a healthy understanding of your own body and its chemistry, then you unfortunately let others take advantage of you. And I'm here to tell you that it ends today. Period. And I also want to say that short that I did and uploaded, it was part of a live, and just like this live, they'll pull a short, and I upload it. Hey, um, Nobos 21 says hi. I'm pretty. I've heard that a lot in my life. Thank you. Um, I was saying you don't tell a man doesn't tell you. You tell him when, you tell him where, you tell him how. And it's true. They like that. All right, let's continue, please. It says, okay, so this gold card is a symbolic reflection of your true inner worth. At the core of your being, there exists a pure golden essence with an infinite capacity to create. And there's no, is of course, it's not a coincidence that our creative energy, this is a ring from South Africa, by the way, these beads. I believe, yes. And it's the color of yellow. And of course, when it's lit up, it would be gold. Okay, it says, I will continue. It says, you are being urged to look within, to go beyond the superficial personality and connect through contemplation and mediation with your true nature. There is a yearning within you to manifest all your heart's desires. At the top of the list, you will discover a yearning for financial wealth and freedom, and for the and for the self-confidence that money can bring. Sometimes it is true your connection with money and finances and your self-esteem are often connected. Yes. Do not delude yourself that somehow money is bad or that it does not align with your spiritual ideals. Money is just as much a part of God's creation. And I want to reiterate that. My goodness, Christianity is such a farce, because that's the one you know, give me this and pour, excuse me, the Pope is rich as off of our shit. There's gold in his robes and shit. Toi. No. God doesn't want us. God wants us to work smart, not hard. Okay, pop your shit. I'm an excellent negotiator. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm telling you. I negotiate everything. That's one of the reasons, excuse me, I enjoy being in West Africa, because you haggle. I could sell a one. I'm good at what I'm telling, and I love it, and I love it. You're good at it because it's a natural gift that God gave me. Okay, in actuality, it is neither good nor bad. Rather, it is something to be valued and to be and put to good use. Sit quietly for a few minutes each day and loving you. Okay, calm down, American. And lovingly imagine yourself having and achieving all your heart's desire. Then set a goal, one that you feel is achievable in the short term, in the next 2 to 3 months. Yeah. March. I set a goal for the month of March. Manifest. Think about it. Put energy into it, because where we put our energy, she shall grow. All right. So we're going to set that goal. short-term goal and focus on it each day until it manifests, like I said. Then set a new one and keep going. Set clear goals, yet remember to always feel focused on the present, for it is in the present that all unfolds. And here we go. You deserve to be and to have all your heart's desires. In this affirmation, within my heart flows a river of gold. I am one with the eternal light of creation. I manifest my dreams and I create abundance in my life through amore. I like that. I'm telling you, I've had this. If you're interested, um, I've had this one for. I have a few um, crystal decks. And I don't know, I had this one for a while and then I started to incorporate it. So we're focusing on gold. Don't believe the lies you were told. Baby, you are worth all the gold in the world. Mm, I'm feeling, I keep saying I'm not Nina Simone, but I'm feeling good. I'm telling you. All right. It is Black History Month, but I celebrate myself every day, as you should too. But you know what? Sometimes, hey, somebody made fun of other people for celebrating Black History Month, and I really didn't like that. But sometimes we get so busy, and when something's put on our schedule, they're like, okay, I can be intent. For some people, you know, they don't want to be anthropologists and historians like myself, and that's fine. They um, can intentionally focus on getting with friends and family and maybe going camping and doing whatever intentionally for 1 month. And you know what? Some people complain that February is a short month. You know what? To tell you the truth, I don't notice that because, again, with intentionality, I'm out there. I'm enjoying life. So I'm not, I don't focus on the negative. All right. And I'm going to pull three goddess cards, all right, and some affirmations, and then I will jump into the message downloads that I have, okay? And some of it's a little spicy because Mermaid likes everything spicy, okay? Pull some goddess cards. Da, 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 da. If you haven't seen this deck yet, this is what it looks like. All right, Spirit, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, Archangel Michael, my beloved, exalted ancestors. I ask you to come in here as I pull this energy. Thank you. Ooh, ooh. There you go, the breast. The breast moving, boy. Spirit said my breast moving is part of the reading. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the first card out excuse me. Okay, look at this shit. Okay, so energy, if a battery isn't connected, certainly when I was a kid, everything was batteries, okay. And everybody knew, like when you had a Game Boy, if your battery, anything, if it's not aligned, then your flashlight wouldn't come on or whatever it is. And that's how it is for us, all of us. Okay. And this card, the first card out is Radical Rebirth. And you see she has like a halo. That's telling me when you're grounded, a lot of times you'll find people who are in India, they call them sadhus, wise men, or even in South Africa, they call them sangomas. But oftentimes, when you get to a certain level of enlightenment, they tend to carry a staff like Gandalf did. So somebody, and congratulations, you've called in your protectors, and with the theme of gold, yeah, she's so somebody's having a golden zenith, and I'm telling you, she's using clear crystal. Yesterday, I I recorded. I listen that one video that that I uploaded for today. They've been, they like to F with my tech. Okay, and I would hit, record my. They say my storage is full, all kind of shit, and then you see things moving, but that energy goes back, and you feel comfortable with yourself. The next card is brazen. She is balancing fruit. She's dancing. But what's really interesting in this photo is that she's bare. She's near the ocean, and water means clarity, cleansing. It also means um, intuition. And then behind her is a train. Look at that. Whomever you are on the right path. Okay, and then look here. Look at all this gold. I'm living my life like it's golden, golden. Living my life like it's golden, golden, golden. That's the song. You can sing that part of the song to yourself. I'm living my life like it's golden, golden, golden. So you may have, like myself, royal Egyptian blood, but that has allowed you to alchemize some energy, which tells me, like me, you were under spiritual attack and warfare. But this also indicates she's standing. She's not only she's standing and being poised. That means that you defeated your elements, so that you're elemental witch, and you use the alchemy of the elements. You might be. This means you're an avatar. All right, and the next card is giving and receiving. Ma'at. If this was tarot, this would be the Justice card. Okay, you have the beautiful blue irises. You have perfume, and she's also on her throne, and she's right in front of. You're getting ready to look at her. You see this gateway. Oh my goodness, everything. You look at all this beauty and the perfume and the gifts. You're entering a new gateway, a new threshold, if you will. And and again, this is another photo where she is completely in water, and you see the dolphins in the back, and dolphins protect pregnant women. That is a known fact. Um, what does she have growing here? So you also, but her feet, they're touching the bottom of the ocean, which means that you may have ties to Atlantis. You may pray or use the energy of Yemaya, who is the mother of the oceans. She is the mother of Oshun. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you may physically get pregnant, but you certainly have some gifts that are coming your way. Isn't that interesting? Gold. You know your worth. You know your worth. Okay. I'm going to do something different. Spirit, the people I will be talking about later today, what do they want to say? I can feel their energy. So let's see. Give them 3 cards. What do you lovely people want to say? Go ahead. Now, let me tell you. Now, you saw how we're alchemizing and we're birthing and we're braising and we're doing, and what comes out? I'm telling you, I can feel her energy. Look here on the bottom. Look at here. Look at here. It's self-sabotage and mask. And so I look, and this card is Jumbi. Right? I look, the card is Jumbi. Someone she's not telling anybody. Okay? She's not telling the people around her. She's allergic to the truth and decency. But she has she has sabotaged herself. She's worn a mask most of her adult life, and whatever she's been praying to marine demons for a long time. And I know I was supposed to be one of her sacrifices, multiple she wanted because she was so greedy. Um, and she has a demonic attachment to a marine reptile deity thing, demon. She conjured it. Let me look. One moment, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She went to the underworld 5 times. She said, I want mama dead. Her name rhymed with Isha. And she got more here. You're tired? Go sleep. You can see looking juicy. How good. Can you say the same? I know you're watching me. Why you always watching me? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So I see, and she's still trying to do magic. No. Oh, okay. They told me something about you today. That in the spirit world, she used my energy and some other people's energy to mask herself and use people's face. Oh, so you, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 people. She was able to sacrifice quite a few people, which means she's unalive people. And she was able to get their energy and their destiny and their wealth or whatever spiritual inheritance they had. And wait a minute, and Spirit was also saying that, she'd wear somebody's face and show up as them and get their blessings. But she has to return everything. And she owes this thing. And so they're gonna take her face. Similar to in the Avatar, the last airbender, when that thing and it takes people's faces. Yeah. Okay, what else is going on with this young lady? It's not just her, it's a whole group of them. Listen. These I didn't want to title it classmates. But okay, okay, Carl, yes. The cards will never lie. When we were in high school, they used to call themselves the tight pussy crew. Well, you're 16, 17, 18. They're supposed to wait. There's a it's that's what it's made to do. But looky here. Secrets revealed and lost. These women, and I knew about this, but again, these weren't my friends, and they seemed to be happy, doing what they were doing. But I know for a fact, and I will say their initials, NMLTRT, and these are their maiden initials, SP, um, particular disdain for that bitch. There are a couple others. Oh, CG. I don't even know that heifers. But they used to call themselves the Top Pussy Crew. And all right, so let me go. Yes, right. Spirit said to go back. So these women have been. They're not the tight pussy crew. They're the nasty run through crew. Ooh ooh. They have cloaked themselves for decades, and all their secrets are coming up. All those orgies, decades of orgies. So it's secrets revealed and sacred lust. I covered up most of her yayas there. Yes. Oh yeah. Looky here. If you look on this picture, this she's traveling. A lot of times, when they went on vacation, they were being comrades. They're comrades in being comrades. in these demonic cults, and they had a habit of wanting to cause storms, or yeah, in the lives of people who they were jealous of, like myself. But they didn't know that I have more power than all of them combined. I have more power than everyone in that. Listen, all right, let's take a couple more from this deck and then I'll put it away. 3 more, final spirit. Ooh, what came out? Speak up. Okay, this one shouldn't come out because So speak up, which is what I'm doing. I don't know. They keep okay. No, we use this one before. Uh-oh. Is that so? Okay, so the cards that came out were speak up. They thought that they were so well cloaked. These women work with Tunde, that idiot, that baboon that's going to die in jail. So just so you know, Isha, you will never see him again. Not physically and not spiritually. That's what you two fools deserve. You know I'm telling the truth. I'm gonna tell all your shit. Now, this one says soul forgiveness. There's a woman, and she's ignoring her children. And this is what these people do. They use people, they ignore people, and they've been doing this for a long time. And they want forgiveness. 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 Even if you don't love me anymore. Listen, I don't know who that works on. Move on, girls. And the last card is manifestation. So they are hoping, be aware, these weirdos will send you sympathy spells, or they'll send you images of when you were in high school and you kind of liked them a little bit or had a little bit more respect for them. And the last card is manifestation. You see rain. They're hoping to send spell work to you so that they can use some of your energy to do something. Let them hoes starve. A hoe knows that she don't work, she don't eat. So hit the stroll. You're used to it. If a hoe don't eat, what is it? If a hoe don't work, a hoe don't eat. I don't know, but I mean, that makes sense. So let me get into the downloads. If you are just joining this part of the live, welcome. It is Tuesday, Feb, what is it? Feb 3rd, and the Oracle card, I'm so happy, is gold, and it's reminding us of our worth, and it's okay money. And I did a video years ago. Please do not feel guilty if you are in a higher tax bracket than the people you went to school with, your parents, your siblings, and stuff. And don't feel guilty and don't feel responsible for that. I am so happy I am not responsible for anyone. It's a beautiful thing. And don't let people guilt you. Oh, you have enough. Oh yeah. And I just want to say that as I start this part of it, that let's see what's going to go on here. I was okay. So let me talk about women that carry the energy of jealousy. Jealousy is one of the 7 deadly sins for a reason. Okay? for a reason. And on this picture, it shows a woman who's losing her teeth. She's also losing her hair. Her skin is, but teeth in the spiritual world also has to deal with more mortality and death. Look at it. Look at it well. Can you see it? Look. Her teeth are falling out. A lot of the women, I'll probably wrap it up in about 10 minutes. A lot of the women that went to high school with me, who used to call themselves the tight pussy, the tight pussy crew, they're going through a lot of health problems. Okay? And these people they joined a coven. They have to sacrifice somebody to get in, all of these weird groups. And again, they were connected to Tunde and the West African spiritualist group that were brought to the United States to do magic against certain people by the government, and they work for government, private industry, and they work for the 1% and the Hollywood people. And these people wanted to align themselves. They wanted power. If you're a bully, you're not powerful. And they pretty much destroyed their lives and their bodies, and they have nothing because they blindly followed this man. Yes, he knows some stuff, but he's not more powerful than God. Lucifer has to obey God. And a lot of people they're finally understanding that Lucifer has to obey God. And so these group of women, it's about 10 or 12 of these weirdos, okay? And they can no longer cloak themselves in the astral or in the spiritual world, the ethers, because they have nobody to protect them. And they also have no energy of their own. Isn't it ironic that, this is the nasty energy that they have of their own? Their spiritual hygiene is nasty. And that's why they're sick. They can't cleanse. They can't cleanse what? They have to literally eat their own shit. And I'm happy for you. So they can no longer go into the astral because they have no protection. And let's see, they can't cloak themselves. They can't go in the astral and essay people and get energy. And they're mad as hell about it. And they're also mad that I have the audacity to look as good as I look and to sound as intelligent as I am and accurately point out that they're not shit. And they're losing money. They're getting divorced. I mean, whatever. And all the material things that they ravage their bodies for, to prove to what? To prove to whom that you are what? God said to me, if Isha, I said she was trying to do the double dutch, the double dutch. She was hoping that she could rally the troops, and she could rally the troops, and she could get somebody to cover her so that she can go into the ethers because she wants to teach me a fucking lesson. Like what? That you're mentally retarded and you're a sociopath? Honey, that has been done. Leave that alone. We have already deduced that you should be locked up in an asylum. You and your goons. Because at this point, if they know all the shit you've done and they're still anyway, whores of a feather. doing things together. But Spirit said, you people have, you guys have started to do spell work. Gossip is spell work, okay? So when you listen to gossip, when you participate in gossip, you're participating in spell work. If you're not aware of that, you are, okay? And Spirit said that they've taken up during this full moon. I guess they're having group chats or they're talking on the phone. They're probably not talking on the phone because they know why they shouldn't do that. But they're going back and forth, and they were talking about me today. And I was actually relaxing, and Spirit said, "Look at this shit." I'm like, "What?" I said, "What is my beloved? Hey, beloved, what is my beloved classmate up to? She's a liar. She's a whore, and she's a fool. And so are her friends." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spirit said that, yeah, if she does spell work on me, but lying and gossiping or spells. And I just want to show you guys the difference. Every woman in that group has been through some really shitty things in their teen years. Obviously, because when you start exchanging your body with commodity, when they were teenagers, they used to have parties. They used to party with those sailors. They used to come periodically. And somebody told, somebody said, "Yeah, you see her that jacket? I know how she got that jacket." Because apparently they were inviting a couple of people to these weird parties, and they're like, "Heck no, I'm not doing that. I know you like that." But they would invite girls that they thought would keep the secret, and also that the men would be. So you're telling me that you are handling, and this is a friend that you guys have kept for decades? Anyway, a lot of us that went to high school together have had experiences that weren't exactly pleasant, okay? But we're supposed to do what? Grow, heal, and elevate. But no, you're supposed to blossom. You see this card? You are supposed to blossom. And you particularly, Isha, were supposed to become a true high priestess by healing instead of hurting others. You refuse to bloom, and you're falling apart. And that is your fate. Especially, I don't know what you did today, but God said you will, you seal your, I don't know what you did today. I don't know what you said about me, but it sealed your fate. So Spirit, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, let's see. Isha and her crew, what's going to happen to them? I keep telling you. This is me. Hey, girl. Hey. The Ace of Wands and the Empress. What's up? No weapon formed against me will ever prosper. Never. And she's always, I don't even know why she's jealous of me. She doesn't like me. But too bad. She doesn't like that I'm lucky. Well, honey, every woman makes her own luck. Or man. Okay. And look at here on the bottom. I'm not even gonna pull too many. She what did I say again? The Temperance to the Seven of Pentacles. Because I mind my business, and she sees me professional and cute, and I have a nice garden and what, but I water my own garden. I don't take from others. And that's why God rewards me. Okay? Plus I did my healing work. Do you not see my crown of gold? Because I do the darn work. Looky here. Looky here. I'm not gonna pull too many. I healed my inner child wounds, and so can you. Okay, no, she doesn't want to do that. She wants to go in the spirit world. She wants to. You see all these friggin' cup? All these friggin' cup. That's what she wants to do. She wants to lie, still, chill. Chill. What's chill? What are you doing now? She would rather steal, kill, and destroy than even attempt to heal herself. I don't even know you that I'm so disappointed in you. Especially you. You have spiritual abilities that could help the world. But you rather give it to that fool baboon. Kunde. Fucking name. Idiot. You let that beat you. Shit. So, again, and it's on the bottom. I won't pull too many more. We know their fate. 7, what is it? 5 of swords to the death. To the 9 of pentacles. Yeah, she sees me and she's jealous of anybody that healed. That's okay. So she likes to attack anyone that is brave enough. Like they say, when you get sick and tired of something, you will make a move. But like they said, bust a move. Spirit, 3 more. Current. What's going to happen to Isha and her crew? Okay. Look what came out. The 7 of Wands to the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a prostitute. Nobody is going to. It's happening already. When you call, nobody's picking up. Everybody knows what you're about. They're avoiding you like the plague. You know, see all those men that used to give brains to? Allah. Oh my God. You guys need to gargle with soap, water. Yes, all those men that you used to feel powerful and do spell work with. And it's not interesting that she's on an island and look at the hibiscuses. Yes, you feel powerful, especially if the men had money. You equate power and money together. Okay. Yeah. Look at it. It wants to the yeah, she thinks that she's I don't know. You think you're Harry Potter? Yep. 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 That's a mother there. Is it crown? Oh. You people see you as a bird. I'm not being rude. I'm just channeling. People see you, they're playing with their light. People see you as a bird, baby. Because you sit in masculine people, if you're not in touch with your feminine, if you're not balanced with feminine and male energy, that means you sit in masculine energy too much. And for some men, that's why they say they're bitch made. Because they sit in feminine energy too much because they're not balanced. And look at here. You you betrayed somebody that used to fly you, that used to sponsor you for certain things. Who? Little Debbie. Okay. And who are you supplementing your food stamp card? Nobody you know. Okay, you know how I know that you're old? Because nobody calls it food stamps. And I know. Okay. Aha! You have betrayed others, and you have a spiritual mark on you. You everybody knows that you betray and you betrayed someone that you shouldn't have. Okay, and this is a wealthy man, and you are hoping to use him as an alibi for something, for one of those trips. One of those trips. And this is how you behave. Four of Cups to the Four of Page of Cups to the Four of Perf Cups. This is how you behave because wherever you okay, and not to pick on my beloved classmate or anybody else, but whatever age that we had our most trauma is where we emotionally a bubble is put over us, kind of like when Aang was running away when he found out that he would have to move away from the is it the Northern Air Temple, and he would have to move away from Mount Gyatso, who he loved like a father, and he ran away, and it was that storm, and he got angry, and he activated the the Avatar state. Um, yes, our trauma traps us into a bubble, and all we have to do is radiate love and heal, and it melts everything. And we're good. Look at me, and we're good. I can just and I'll interject spirits that to say that I'm naturally inquisitive. Oh, and this is for any parent. And this is something if you survived or if you experienced any type of trauma, um, tap into your childlike energy. It is natural for children to be inquisitive and want to explore their environment. And oftentimes in Black communities, we want kids to be seen and not heard. What the fuck? I'll give you something to cry about. It's like, so that's another, well, and they said to say that. But yeah, when I was younger, because I have always been psychic and people siphon my energy and cloaked and whatever else, I would say things around adults that they didn't know other people were aware of. They didn't want other people to be aware of it. And Jabon, you know, the possum that I was put with, she's not my biological mother anyway. When I would, when she couldn't convince me um, that what she was saying was the truth. Anyway, she would put me. She didn't physically strike me. I'll say that. I don't recall that. But if she was upset with something that I did, she would put me in she would lock me in a closet. Um, I believe that was done to her as well when she was a child, but they beat her before they put her in there. Um, Unbeknownst to her, I have seen some of the things that happened to you as a child. I mean, I knew bad things happened. You never spoke of it. But you too were supposed to leave that shitty family alone and the shit that you grew up with. Leave it in the past, grow, and move forward. Not carry it on like a badge of honor. But anyway, she would put me in a closet. I'm a witch. The witch is in. Witches aren't afraid of the dark. Not one. I'm not. I love it. I love it. I've always enjoyed walking through cemeteries. And I'm like, can we walk through the cemetery? They're like, no. But, cemeteries and day or night, and cemeteries and being in the dark, I was not afraid. So she was quite annoyed by that. Because she had to find ways to punish me without hitting me, you know. Because the people who placed her with me to traumatize me, yes, told her she was not allowed to use corporal punishment, but she really doesn't believe in that anyway. So yeah, somebody is trapped in their childhood, whatever. Again, you're supposed to heal, and tap into your intuition. You didn't, and so here we are. This is me. Is it? Yeah, the Queen of Swords. I'm exposing you. God said every time expose them. I'll take three more because you're sneaky. You're a liar. You're a sneaky thief. You're a liar, a whore, and a thief. And you like to look at here, look at here. You see this? This is a portal. You will never go in the astral again, baby. Not in this lifetime. You know why? Because oh shit. I like to rub it in. You know what? I like to rub it in. Yeah, I like to rub it in. Isha, I told you to call me. Why did you call me? Oh, well, let me just say this. Oh my God, I'm at 50 minutes. Spirit said, not only were you talking shit about me today, you're jealous. Don't jealous me. Baby, I'm nice. But you use some of your former contacts at federal agencies, and they will get what they deserve to play with my phone. That's what they said. Yes, you have no right or business to intervene. I am above your pay grade, baby. You are nothing. And that's what eats you up. You know it. Actually, no, I'll retract that last statement. You are something, and you are someone. Actually, no, you used to be something. You could have been something, and you should have become someone. But you like being in. You would rather slip and slide in the dark and hurt people and steal from people than heal that beautiful little girl in you that you should have. But you're so far down the rabbit hole, baby. It's over. Anyway, this is what you're supposed to be. This is what you could have been, but you know, we could have been locked in, but you didn't want to do that. You didn't want to do that. No, 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 no. You don't want to obey God because you don't. But listen to me. I'm gonna say this here. How the fuck you listening to fucking Raggedy Tunde and these fucking man, but you can't take a bet on yourself? This is who God said you were. God has been telling you that for a long, long time. But whatever you do today, door closed. The door been closed. Me, I don't know what you said today. I don't know who you. Well, I ain't tapping in. I don't know what you did today. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. What you attempted to do. God told you, God said, hey, I got some gold for you. You said, no, I want to roll around and shit with Tunde. And so God said, sometimes when a child don't listen, you got to cut the ass. God cut in your ass. You're getting your ass cut on now. You're getting your ass cut. Is she alone? SP, watch your back. Watch your back. You are evil. And what you helped to do to Vern, you will burn for it. Yes, I know what you did to Vern, and you will burn. On the bottom of the deck, magician. No, baby, that's me. Okay. Yeah, you're looking for somebody to do magic. Who, a magician? That makes sense. That's like taking water to the beach. It don't make sense, baby. It don't make sense. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. They should to say because you kept going to different parts of the world to block other people. By blocking them, see, when they block us, that means that they get something. You and your crew, looky here, God took your gifts away. I'm telling you, this woman she's very powerful. God took your gifts away, baby. You and your group of miscreants there. Yeah, looky here. I'm not okay. You know what this means. Y'all need to go get tested. I'm not gonna tell your business. Go get tested, okay? I will end here. Okay, this is the truth. Spirit said, y'all, most of y'all going to jail. Spirit said not to say why. Spirit said not to say why you will be going to jail just yet. There's a bunch of things, but Yeah, Spirit said not to say yet. All right. For those of you that have not gone down that fucking rabbit hole yet, like the rest of these women and some of the men, because oh yeah, let me just God said it's not just the women allowed. There are guys I went to high school with. They're into this shit too. Go through your rebirth. God knows you've done some messed up things. It is not too late to turn your life around. Leave this voodoo, coven, fraternity, um, Mason, Eastern Stars, and these fake churches and all this fake shit. Everybody knows what you guys are doing. Turn your lives around. And by the way, spirits are not to say their name on here, but there is one particular family, and they have been helping Jabon and her people do magic against me. And spirits say, watch what thing will happen to you. All right, these are again, it's Black History Month. That concludes that energy. Archangel Michael, please close that portal. Spirit said to let them know. Okay. All right. Let's see which Black heroines are with us today. I'll choose 3. If you see or hear, if you see an image of someone you are not familiar with, look them up on the internet. Let's go 1. Let's go 2. Let's go 3. The first person is the lovely Dr. Katherine Johnson. She was featured in the movie Hidden Features. She was pivotal in in solving the equation to get that spaceship, I don't know which one, for NASA up and running. She should have pissed on the floor instead of running back and forth. Just piss on the floor. I don't know. I'm going to tell you something. Let me just tell you right now. Kissing white folks' ass is not something I'm going to do. Okay? Not now, not ever. That's one of the things they are so mad about. They, these put, I guess they do, whatever. That's another reason how they get these people, because some of these women are lighter than me, and they're like, you're better than her, and you're better than him, and he's better than you. No, they're not. No, they're not. I love this woman is fantastic. Fantastic. You can't change your skin color. What God made you in their image. So this is good. This is good. Okay. Somebody might be figuring out, look at here, these angles. Somebody's figuring out a new way to move through life. Okay. All right. That's beautiful. Let's take 2 more. 2 and 3. Looky here. Why not? Bessie Coleman. Aviator. Bessie Coleman. Okay, you're moving to new heights. You figured out something new. These cards always give me beautiful information here. And look on the bottom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. One of my sheroes, Dr. Condoleezza Rice. Yes, indeed. And I just want to reiterate, people are like, oh my gosh, but she's a different party. I did not ask you whether no one asked you what her political party is. That's crazy. She's brilliant. 1, 2, 3. What's our final? Oh! Wow, I'm telling you, I swear to God, it came out, and these 2 came out too. So so in this deck, before I pull out Dr. Rice, where do you go? Okay, something beautiful is coming your way. Ooh. I'm not sure. Okay, you have the formula. Okay, and I've been talking about politics and people. Somebody who, you know, you've been seen, or it could be me, and somebody wants to partner with you, and they like the way you think, they like your mindset, your business acumen, they like your diction, and they want two like-minded people are going to come together. And here's Miss Bessie. 1 minute, Miss Dr. Rice, and you guys are going to simply change the industry, whatever industry you guys are going to work in. You guys are going to make a huge difference. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is this? And then we have Condoleezza Rice. And remember, this particular deck is brave, black first. These are people that did things, and she was Secretary of State, of course, first female. And no, I think, yeah. Um, so you guys are going to do something. You guys are going to do something that's going to take off and change, and you will be the first to do it, or the first to do it in that manner. And I said before that there was a changing of the guard. Um, there was a changing of the guard that would be taking place. Um, I know Condoleezza Rice plays, I know she's a pianist. I know she is multilingual. And I also know she's a professor. So you could revolutionize the way we look at university. New. This is beautiful. And then he looking here, right on top. I have another deck of cards. And looking here, look who's on top, Dr. Katherine Johnson. And it says here, visibility, the qualities, visibility, sisterhood, individuality, legacy, defiance, convention busting. I'm telling you, whatever you guys are getting ready to do, you're going to be the first to do it. You're not kicking down doors, because honestly, I don't want admission at a table where somebody might poison my food. You're creating your own industry, and it's going to be, you're creating a legacy here. I don't know if it's a group of women, but it's time for the earth to have this energy. The earth angels, thank you. The earth angels are going to do so. And I know the word angel, Lucifer he's a fallen angel. So again, like the word witch, there's one word witch, whether you're female or male, and the same for angel, female or male angel. That is where it is. Let me look at the comments. Okay, somebody said something. One negative, negative, negative. Hi, you're so pretty. Um, I have to say, that's manipulation. When people say, "How are you doing?" and they show genuine interest in you, "You're so pretty," or "What are you doing?" is just simple stuff. All right, let's close out the live. This has been wonderful. Remember, you can manifest the full potency. The full moon ends tomorrow, Wednesday, Feb 4th. Have a beautiful day and live your life, because you are worthy. You are worth your weight spiritually in gold. Take care. I will see you on the next video. Living my life like it's gold. Gold.